How's it going? It's Colin, and in this video, we're breaking down a client case study where they generated 30K in 30 days. Now, to dive in deeper, our client offered gutter cleaning and they had a separate business offering roofing services. So, what we did is run a gutter cleaning campaign, spending just under 1K in ad spend, closing 21 jobs for gutter cleaning, adding 10.6K in added revenue. So, that was about an 11.1x return on ad spend. But what they actually did, which was really ludicrous, is they upsold those exact same leads for 20K in roofing jobs. So they actually totaled about over 30K in revenue, which was more like a 30x return on ad spend. So very interesting case study and very ludicrous, as you can see. Now, just a little bit about us. My name is Colin Greenwood, and I'm the founder of Local Growth Group. In the past couple of years, we have helped service and trades businesses of different types consistently secure new jobs to scale their business. And using the process below, we have added anywhere from 10 to 50K plus in the first 30 days of working with us, depending on the industry that they work in. Now, the goal of this case study, from this, I want you to take away how simple it is to set up a campaign that is effective in generating leads and adding revenue to your service business. I'm going to cover the basic setup principles that allowed us to achieve these results that you could potentially implement to your own campaign as well. Now, in this video, we're going to break down a little bit about the company, the campaign settings and structure that we use, the ad copy we use, the landing page structure that we designed, and SMS email automations, and then just a final conclusion. So Matt Cleaning Solutions is our company. So they focus on exterior cleaning, and we had a daily budget of $50 per day for the ads, and we ran them Monday to Friday. So it resulted in about 1K a month. And they were looking to get gutter cleaning and roof cleaning jobs. And this was a great gig, like I said before, because the owner runs a exterior cleaning company and a roofing company. So roof and gutter cleaning leads are generally cheaper than roofing due to the ticket price. So upselling roof cleaning jobs was very ludicrous in some sense. Now, as for the campaign settings and structure that we used, I'm not going to dive deep into everything, but the important things that we need to do is the campaign type. So we only use search only to target, those ready to buy relevant searchers who are searching for our service in our location. We actually optimized for max conversions for our bidding. We could have done manual CPC, but this is what we went for, and it worked out completely fine. As for the ad schedule, we only ran those ads during 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. so they could respond to leads quickly. And as for location, we're only targeting areas that were relatively close to save time and fuel costs, especially because we didn't have a large budget, right? And the key is to not do anything Google recommends you to do. So, and we only did what we thought would perform best, which resulted in, good performance, right? Now, just to lay out our campaign structure, we only had one campaign, 2 ad groups, 2 separate landing pages, and we let Google prioritize the best performing ad group, which ended up being gutter cleaning. So we mostly just got gutter cleaning leads, and we got plenty of them. So this is just to say it's not a large account. It's very simple. We don't need to make that many ad groups, and it worked out very well. Now, as for the keywords in the ad groups, we ended up using phrase match, but I think personally we could have used exact match, but hey, it still went well. So the keywords that we used were generally things like gutter cleaning Perth, gutter cleaning near me, gutter cleaning service, and then same for the roofing, roof cleaning Perth, roof cleaning near me. And I would say we could have used, like I said, we could have used exact match to reduce the wasted ad spend, but it worked out well either way. Now, as for negative keywords, we focused on getting rid of as many irrelevant intent searches. So we did the simple, getting rid of DIY searches, informational searches, career-related or product-related searches. And something I like to focus on specifically for service businesses is, searching for their competitors and adding those names. So what we did is Google like a service, gutter cleaning Perth, and then we add those competitors that are popping up, not only for the people that are running ads, but also the people that are appearing organically to the negative keywords list. Then we also search for brands that are selling products related to our service. So, for example, if you're in Australia, you know about Bunnings. They sell roofing and gutter cleaning tools and supplies, right? And sometimes your ad's going to pop up for that kind of stuff. So we got rid of Bunnings, and we also found the brand names of things that we use for our supplies and tools. So I think Selly is an example. I know my client uses them for ladders and stuff like that. So just in case somebody searches for gutter cleaning supplies or gutter supplies from Selly, for example, we don't want that to pop up as well. So find the companies that are selling your products and also find the brands of those products is what I'm trying to say. Now, as for the ad copy, we wrote ad copy for the maximum relevance and clicks. And I like to keep the ad copy simple. So here's generally what I do. For the heading 1, I usually like to pin this so it's the same every time and it's highly relevant. I generally just do the service and the location. So in our case, it was gutter cleaning Perth. This maximizes relevance and user search relevance. When I say this, I mean the user's going to find exactly what they're looking for. And for ad relevance, I mean, we're going to maximize that quality score right there through relevance. Heading 2, I like to use a USP or a unique selling point to hopefully entice a click and people so that people choose your business. Now, gutter cleaning is pretty hard to differentiate. At the end of the day, it's a simple service. So unfortunately, we did focus a little bit on the price quality. So we did fair price, guaranteed quality, upfront competitive pricing, things like that, which is what people are looking for at the end of the day, right? Heading 3, just anything to boost your authority and credibility. So we explained why we should be trusted and relied on. So I just wrote 5-star rated and fully insured. That builds some trust. 1,300 happy customers. That generally means that you're competent and you have the experience, which also helps sell. Now, this general formula should get you clicks and maximize the ad relevance, like I just said. And also, I recommend only adding 3 to 5 headlines so it's easier to track and understand performance, especially with small budgets. So the more headlines you have, the more combinations Google is going to whip together in your ad. And it just takes a lot longer to accumulate enough data to see what's working and what's not. So I highly recommend only using a few headlines. And if you want to test them, just A/B test them, right? Yeah, same thing for descriptions. Only ran 2 descriptions for the same reason. And what I did in each description 1, focus on the service and location, once again for relevance, and the outcome, benefits, and value of doing your service. So less focus on the features and more focus on what you get out of working with us, basically. Description 2, we got to focus on these USPs, authorities, and CTAs. So call to actions being, book a call today or get a free quote, that kind of stuff. And just repeating those things we said before. Now, then I focus on maximizing relevance. So this is to get a higher ad quality score so that we get more impressions, a lower cost per click, and therefore more profitable. So just painted this picture to demonstrate what that looks like. So the keywords we're targeting, gutter cleaning Perth, and then the ad copy would say gutter cleaning Perth, and then the content on the landing page would also say gutter cleaning on Perth. So as you can see, there's a theme, there's consistency here, and the messaging aligns really well. And this will pretty much guarantee you get a high ad score in terms of the ad relevance, which, like I said, boosts your performance. Now, as for the landing page, we managed to get a 25% conversion rate. This is after we updated it, and this is about a week of data, but you can see 15 clicks, 4 clicks, 3 clicks, so about 22 clicks. And you can see this averages well above 25%, right? So pretty solid stuff that we're happy with. And you can see immediately how important it is to get a good landing page to maximize your profitability. Now, I'm not going to dive into how to create the perfect landing page, but I will do the majority of the stuff we did. So above the fold, this is the first part that loads in. So most of your effort should go here. So this is, as you can see, our above the fold. And this is really important that you get it done right and put a lot of effort into this section because 60 to 70 people will not even scroll past here. And you need to win them over in the first 7 seconds of them visiting your page or as your page loads in, right? So the key considerations to maximize this is 1, you need to address the target audience and the desired service to maximize that relevance, like I was saying before. 2, you want to focus on the benefits and outcomes of your service, not so much the features of your service. It can be quite difficult in some industries like gutter cleaning, but it's like that old, that common example. So, airlines, they focus on selling you the location. You can go to Hawaii, sit on a nice beach, sip on some cocktails, really enjoy your time. They don't talk about, oh yeah, the plane ride's so comfortable and nice. You come to the movies because nobody likes the plane ride, right? They want to sell the outcome, which is the holiday. Now, number 3, the selling points, review ratings, risk reversals, awards, that kind of stuff. So we have all of that kind of stuff here, which just improves your perceived credibility, basically, and that you're going to be much more likely to go with a business that has good ratings. 4, there's clear, low-friction CTAs. So as you can see here, I'm going to have that covered, but there's bright yellow phone numbers here, call us right here. And then you have the form submission, which also has a bright yellow submit button, and it has clear instructions also written in bright yellow. So it's very easy to see and it's low friction. I've just added your information is safe with us. We won't spam you either. This is just for people who are worried about their information being secure or they don't want to be spammed by marketing emails, right? So that kind of stuff, just they're very small things, but it all adds up. And 5, you want images of your service and a generally appealing aesthetic design. So I'm not going to sit here and say I've made the most beautiful website, but it's pretty good, right? It does the exact job and it does everything I just mentioned right now. So it does this job to convert leads and it's presentable and it looks professional. So that's all you need, really. You don't need any fancy animations or any of that kind of stuff. Now, if you want more information on how to set up a good landing page, you can just check out my channel. I've made a video breaking down exactly how I designed the landing page for a 26% conversion rate. Now, some extra stuff your landing page should do is you want to be focusing on the loading time. So to minimize the bounce rate or how often people just click off your site, we want to make sure that we lower the load-in time to at least sub 3 seconds on mobile. So you can use a tool like PageSpeed Insights to test this. And what I do to summarize, basically what I do to get the load-in time faster, we compress the images, convert them to WebP using tiny PNG. Then we optimize and compress all the code, so HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And I just use a plugin like NitroPack. And like I said before, you want to avoid fancy animations or fonts and keep the website lean with minimal plugins. You know, like I just said, it doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to look crazy good. It just needs to do the job. And not only will it take you more time to make it look crazy good, it's going to slow your website down. So there's literally no point of doing that. And fourth and finally, you need to have a good web host. So no matter what you do, if your web host is crap, it's not going to be fast. So make sure you have a good web host. I like to use SiteGround. There should be a link in the description to use that. But yeah, and a bonus tip is to make sure it's mobile compatible. So 60 to 70% of people are going to be on mobile in most cases. So you're literally losing a lot of money if it's not mobile compatible. If it breaks when someone loads it on mobile, you can say goodbye to that customer. So it's really important that you get it mobile compatible. You can also make it tablet compatible, but I generally just remove this from ad targeting since there's such a small part of the market and it just takes a lot of work to optimize it for tablets, especially because tablets come in all different sizes. Now, finally, something that a lot of people don't do is adding SMS and email automations. So for starters, we like to notify the leads. So it's relatively simple and it makes a worthwhile difference. So when a lead submits a form, you want to instantly SMS and email them a confirmation and thank you message. So this should include the next steps and how the process of working with you and how you let them know that you'll be contacting them as soon as possible. This isn't like some miraculous solution that doubles your conversion rate, but this will help keep them warm for 5, 10, 20 minutes longer, and it boosts your professionalism. So just by this, you should be able to increase your lead conversion rate just a bit more. Now, what's more important is notifying yourself. So responding to a lead after 5 to 10 minutes can reduce your chances of a close by 21 times. So it's very important that you instantly notify yourself and your team with an SMS and or email so that you can actually answer and call them right away. That way you don't lose the lead, right? Now, in conclusion, a simple but smart setup is all it takes. So to summarize, we only had 1 campaign, 2 ad groups, and 2 landing pages. So that's all it took for this business to actually, significantly grow that business. We wrote ad copy that resonates and gets clicks. The landing page was designed effectively for conversions, and then we added those notifications at the end for fast lead responses. And as a result, we managed to get 30K in 30 days, only spending 1K in ad spend. So really solid stuff. And that's pretty much it from me. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in having this done for you, make sure you book a call below and to speak to us. Otherwise, feel free to download our guides, watch our YouTube videos, follow and like this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.